perfect the way that you got it.
Okay.
Because I can see you fully. Uh, damn, you got you up close. I don't give a damn you up close. No, perfect, perfect. Two thumbs up out this mug. So like I said,
I
we now
see you.
recorded. I don't know why you, huh?
Now I can't see you.
Which I don't understand what the hell. I mean, I can see you and I can see me. So, oh my god, I swear this shit with the phone.
And it's so.
Let's see. Hold on, let me start recording.
Okay.
Okay, can you see me now?
No, I cannot.
Well, I can see you. You can see. It's crazy.
Hmm, it's okay. I I was seeing you so well a while ago, though.
I don't even know. I guess where I press the record button, it does
Oh,
that from time to time. Cause it even does that on my side where at first, like it might freeze. A lady
okay.
might freeze or what have you, and then and I'm thinking it ain't recording, but then when I go back, it recorded everything. It showed her and me, so
Oh,
I
okay.
think we're pretty good or what have you. So, and I
Okay.
don't know why it's crazy because it's funny how ladies say they're nervous,
Yeah.
but you would think that a porn star would not be nervous because it's a difference between you fucking on camera versus I guess talking and fucking get two totally different things.
So different, man.
Oh my god! I see you would cut your hair.
I did, but I was saying, I think the talking is a lot like the fucking. Once you get us going, we don't really
Hmm.
want to stop. You know. So,
Hmm. Yeah.
that, I just got to get old up. Um, yes, I have cut my hair, and the reason why is because I moved far away from the only woman I will let touch my hair.
Hmm.
So when I can do the commute, she's like 3 or 4 hours away from me, and I'm just not able to do that right now. I need paid, way more in porn. I need to do a lot more porn. But no, I do it myself because most people cannot do it. But what happens is I'm not as good as her. My products aren't as good, and so I end up over over coloring the hair a bit. And healthy
Hmm.
hair is way prettier than
Hmm.
long
Hmm.
right. You know what I'm saying? So
I actually like it.
do you?
I like the short look. I like it.
Thank you. I like it. It's a lot easier, and I think I'm cute no matter what. But I do miss my
True.
long hair. I do.
You are you sexy regardless, baby.
Thank
You
you.
know, period. Shit, you can be bald headed, you probably still sexy. What you talking
Oh,
about?
that would be rough. Let me turn this other phone off because it is just a dinging. My bad.
No, it's all good, baby. Because yeah, 'cause it's been a minute since we had talked. I think it's almost been a year. It's actually been a year.
Yes, I
Uh,
believe it happened here. Right at a year.
yeah, actually, I mean it was around this time last year that we actually did the last show together, or what
Yeah.
have you know.
And
So
then
don't worry, smokers. We will get her in the premium smoke room. So, because I know when people see you, I know my premium smokers gonna be like, all right, so when you gonna get Miss Rhodes in the premium smoke room?
now, what that
'Cause,
what is the premium smoke one? What?
well, well, the premium smoke room is where we get a little bit more open. Ladies can do more in the premium smoke room, show more. You know, they can flash the camera, show tits. You know, do oral, demonstration stuff like that. And we get a little bit more candid in there as far as the conversation. You know, the conversation here is candid, but it's a little bit more open. Like, let's say if a girl gets fucked over by a producer, she can talk about the producer and give his name out and everything in the premium
Okay.
smoke room. I just don't allow that on the
Right.
smokers lounge because I'm being nice. So, oh my God. So, how have you been? How's your week been and everything?
It has been wonderful. It has been challenging,
Mm.
but yeah, it's been a good week. I tell you, So much has happened since the last time I talked with you. This is
Yes,
my
I know.
this is my
Oh,
Shih Tzu. Her name is Tori. She was named after Tori Black, one of my favorite
mm,
uh, performers in the business.
mm.
So yeah, she's new since the last time I talked to you. But yeah, so much has happened. I don't even know where to begin.
She's
In my
so cute.
huh?
She's so cute.
Oh, she is so cute. I mean, and she does this little thing when she wants anything. She claps
Mm.
her hands together. It's just the
I
cutest. Swear to God. But
can believe it. Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, because yeah, 'cause I know there's a lot that you have been through, done in the past year since we had last talked. So we're gonna get into that. Let me talk to my smokers and get these particulars out the way. Then we can get this thing rolling. All right, sexy.
Right.
Hello, smokers, and welcome to the Smokers Lounge. You know who I am, Kevin Arthur Subachep, aka the Porn Rap Star. Find all my links with one link, allmylinks.com/porn rap star. Also, God dang, I lost train of thought.
I thought
It's bad when
I
I done done it so many times. And then
said
every once in a while I have like a brain fart. So, like I was saying, yes, allmylinks.com/porn rap star. We got four wonderful sponsors for you to enjoy. The first one being the Facebook LS community, our oldest one, lsworld.com. Next up, the hottest adult magazine in the game, eroticismmagazine.com. Plus, for you content creators, 90% profit, no hashtag issues for you consumers, a new place to consume your triple X content, xsitebunny.com. And last but not least, award winning, award nominated, they got virtual reality, is smut with voiceover. We're talking about blusherotica.com. Go there, get yourself a subscription and watch the hottest adult film performers in the business. Fuck the shit out of each other and do it with some voiceover. And also check out their Beaver side, which is their virtual reality, so you get to watch porn with your Oculus. So there you go. Also, proud member of the GW District Black Podcasting Network. So go over to shopgwdistrict.com and buy some stuff from some black retailer shops and boutiques. We're talking about over 500 of them. So you got plenty options for you to shop. Also, 5 days a week in the mornings. Go to fullyswapradio.com and check me out as I chop it up with some of the hottest people in adult film today as we talk about the business, sexuality, everything else up under the sun at fullyswapradio.com, plus a couple of other great podcasts for you to listen to. Also, check me out on SkyhawkAfterDarkTV.com as well, the BGP LLC app. Now, it's been a year since I had this sexy, gorgeous, blonde, freaky Southern Belle on my show. So, say hello for you people that do remember her for my day ones. And for you people that are new, say hello to the one and only Abbi Rhodes. Say hello to the smokers.
hi, hello.
Yes, yes, yes. So, yes, you have moved. Um, Yeah, I think you took a break from the business. I think.
Right.
Shit, yeah, a lot that happened to you within a year.
Well, yeah, it has, and starting into this business from where I was is a
Mhm.
huge endeavor. You know what I mean? I don't think I had any idea even how much growing I would do. You know what I mean? When I first was uh, interviewed by you, because it's like, even though I decided to do it, like I think we talked a little bit about other girls, like men lasted longer in the business than women. I think
Mhm.
I think you told me that.
Yeah.
And I realized why, because, that's one thing that has happened to me over this past year is a whole lot of soul searching really has to go on, even after I made that jump to like, do I really want to do this? Um, and so, yeah, already had a break, but I'm glad that I did because, yeah, I'm glad to be here tonight. So thank you for having
Oh,
me
no
here.
doubt. Oh, my pleasure. Because I followed you. Plus, I love looking at you and love looking at your vids, everything. So, what was it? It was it
Never
the
goes
game. So what was it? What was you overwhelmed? Was it fatigue? What was it that made you take the break?
Well, after doing a few shoots,
Mm-hmm.
um, I had a couple of other shoots planned, and I realized that I wasn't looking forward to going,
Mm.
and that bothered me because, I was already in a career that I'm very grateful for and that did me well for many years, but I didn't want to do it anymore. Um,
Mm-hmm.
is what led me to doing this, something I wanted to do. So I was a little confused about that. I was like, wait a minute, why am I not excited, about these next steps? And
Mm-hmm.
so, because if I'm going to continue to do something I don't want to do for money, I may as well just stay, where I was.
Mm-hmm.
So, I just had to take a break and kind of look at that and really soul search and see what was going on there.
Mm-hmm.
And I think for me, a lot of it, and I know it is because it still is an issue for me. Um, I like to be obviously in a bit more control over what I do and what I agree to do.
Mm. Okay.
And I think that's kind of what hit me was like, this, so many, this seems like something really fun, but I don't know what I'm getting into. And I still deal with that a little bit, moving forward. Not having, coming into the business, not really having an agent or anyone to direct you. It's kind of
Mm-hmm.
just been figure stuff out. Uh, and it can be scary.
Yeah, because truth be told, even when I came in the game, there was no handbook to tell you how to do this business, how to get into the business, how to move in this business. Because think about it, if you want to break into music, there's plenty of sources for you to break into music. If you want to break into the movies, be an actor or actress, there's plenty outlets and sources for you. But there are not many sources for you to try to break into adult film. So it's more feel your way around, or
Right.
or you either groomed in, or you happen to work with producers and talent that kind of show you the business or what have you. So, so I can understand how it could be frustrating. 'Cause even when my first year was frustrating, because hell, it took me a damn year before I got a check. So, you
Well, now,
know, period.
yeah, I haven't made a lot of money either because for this, same reason. Like I was saying, there was just many times I had something lined up, and then I was like, I don't know. I've been dealing with that. I want it. I don't want it. I want it. I don't want it kind of thing. And that's going to keep things from, moving forward. Obviously, when you have a double mind about like
Mm-hmm.
that, because bottom line, my dreams are pretty big. Like I really, whatever I do, I, I'm competitive with myself, right? Um,
Mm-hmm.
so I mean, I want to be successful. Obviously,
Mm-hmm.
we do, and I'm pretty serious about it. But letting go of that old profession that had taken care of me for so long,
Mm-hmm.
uh, it wasn't very easy to let go. It was kind of like right there when I felt like I really could have moved forward and let this life go and gone this way. I was scared, and I did some hides and was like, whoa, maybe not, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so, but stuff had to continuously get frustrated there before I finally threw my hands up, and I have done that now to say I'm done with it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
hey, and it's exciting,
Mm-hmm.
exhilarating. Um, it's everything, but it's also very challenging. You know,
Yeah, because I know Billy raved about you, and then from the pictures I saw, the videos I saw potential.
thank you.
Um, you
Me
have a
too.
look. You have a look. You have a body. Hell, if my ass came out of retirement, you'd be one of the first ones I try to reach out to shoot.
Yeah.
Honestly, um, I know a lot of girls gonna be like, Bob. I'm like, look, I'm just being honest, goddamn it.
Well,
No,
they they
because you
so
because you
far.
can do the role play shit, and you're very versatile for what I can see. Especially from the shoes that especially knowing how Billy is, because I know how precise Billy is, how he dots the I's and cross the
Yeah.
T's. He's very particular, what have you. So, so with you, it was like, and then too, like I said, you did some amazing, stuff, what have you. So, so what made you decide to move?
Well, let's see. I'm gonna have to put this right here for a minute. So we were living in a very small, extremely conservative, um, older retirement.
You was in the red part of Georgia. That was you was.
I grew up anyway. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
um, I mean, I grew up in, yes, but then this place was even consolidated. Okay, and you know, we were the witches on the island, basically. I stuck out like a sore thumb.
Mhm,
And I'm proud of the little family I have. I'm proud of my life and my children. They're
mhm,
amazing fucking people, and but we have a past, and so we look a little bit different than
mhm,
other families, and we just experienced a lot. Experienced a lot of fucking racism on
mhm,
that island, and we were really pretty much, I mean, not run out of town, but I'm not about to stay somewhere where people don't, you know what I mean?
mhm,
Like us, or, don't respect us. So, we left. In fact, um, I was working with Samaj in Atlanta. I
mhm,
I was renting a house anyway on this island, and um, I had already gotten my gut because I had some friends over that were black, and
mhm,
and I just knew, I was like, we're fixing to have some problems, and we started. The harassment started, and anyway, we moved.
mhm,
That was the answer to your question, but it's
mhm.
insane, Bob. The stuff. I mean, like literally, we couldn't go to the mailbox without like people being in the yard screaming, "We paid for our privilege here," and all of this mess. Like I did, even being where I'm from, I didn't know that kind of shit happened.
Yeah, because you would think in 2022, 2023 that people be a little bit more progressive, even though they're not.
There
We claim to be progressive, but we're not.
there literally like the people next to me and then two houses before me, so it's like a triangle of family would come
Hmm.
outside and like stand in the yard and hoot and holler back and forth to each other whenever we would come outside. So but you know I know how to handle myself, and so I said, I got something for y'all asses, because this was middle-aged pudgy wives that were with their
Hmm.
husbands. So I went inside my daughter, who's 17, and I said, get your bathing suit on. And I
Hmm.
one of her bathing suits on. It's like two sizes too small for me, and it's black, and
Hmm.
it's got fire flames all over it. And no, it's like almost a thong in the back. And it was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and we just walked outside our front door in front of all of them and just walked up and down the street. And, you know, I didn't have to
Hmm.
say anything. That was basically like my fuck you bitches, fuck y'all. So we left that place, and now we are in Savannah,
Hmm.
and love Savannah. But that's taking some getting used to too, because we we are progressive, but I did not grow up urban. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Yeah, yeah.
So we run into some things there that has been like eye opening. I'm like, whoa, I'm not in you know Kansas anymore. you know, like some
Yeah,
of these.
Savannah's lit. I heard Savannah is lit. I've been hearing for years Savannah is lit. So,
I didn't, it's an amazing place. I mean, everybody's just really all mixed in together, which I love. But yeah, it's like you got one house that's like in poverty and this house that's in money, like all right here together.
Hmm.
It's weird, but I like it.
Now, do you think because of where you was at, it kind of helped towards you feeling the way that you felt when it came to adult film? Because sometimes when we in a space that is not conducive, and I'm not talking about the judgment of porn, but energy wise, it kind of affects everything within our lives. You feel what I'm saying? Do you think that could have been part of it too?
100% because it's in my nature to be rebellious anyway. I thrive
Hmm.
on that kind of, and I almost have a vendetta with, you
Hmm.
know, the Bible Belt and the way they look at things because it caused me so much suppression or
Hmm.
incarnation on myself that for the way I was sexually,
Hmm.
always being very what people would call hypersexual.
Hmm.
Um, and being where I'm from, I was taught from a very young age that that was bad. Well, shit, I knew I was bad. When Mama was talking about there's two kinds of girls. There's Susie that the guy will take out on a date and then take her home because he respects her, and then he's going to go get you know floozy and do
Susie
whatever.
Floozy.
Like, well, I don't kind of want to be the floozy. You know what I'm saying? I want to be out late with the boys, doing, um, so now it's kind of like, I do think it's because of that that I'm even more turned on with the idea of doing this right because, um, it's kind of like another fuck you to people, just
Hmm.
think somebody's different that they're better.
Hmm. Yeah, because I'm was one that's always, let's say, walk to the beat of a different drum. And you know how they say that the fork in the road. I didn't go left. I didn't go right. I went straight. That's the type of dude I
Yeah,
am.
me
you
too.
know, so it was kind of like, because even with me living in North Carolina, I love North Carolina, but I hate how conservative North Carolina is. Because even to the point of lifestyle, one of the biggest frustrations was finding girls to work with in porn, which is funny. After I retired, I bumped into a bunch of them. Um, that always fucking happens when you retire. That's when you run into shit.
You
When you
try, you
decide to
try to quit.
relocate, yeah. So it was kind of like it was frustrating on that end, period. Because when you live in an area that one doesn't fit your personality and your lifestyle, it's frustrating because you feel alone. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
yes, absolutely unseen. Well, and for a long time, I mean, now, well, it's not about who's right or who's wrong, right? But I realize that a lot of what sorry, porch, yeah, you just feel alone because you either feel like you're being put down by them, but even
Hmm.
when I knew someone loved me and were not putting me down, I knew that they were still only tolerating my behavior because
Hmm.
they loved me, not
Hmm.
because they got it.
Hmm.
Um, which even, those kind of relationships I'm grateful for because, when you're alone, friendship and connection with people is important and you
Hmm.
fucking take it where you get it. But, and then that, yeah, then along with you, it does isolate you a bit. Being a black sheep and then choosing what we choose to do in adult film, it's like, who can I talk to about this really?
Hmm. See, that's why it's good to have industry friends.
Absolutely.
It's good to have
Absolutely.
industry
Like,
friends.
I don't think I would have got through this year without Billy Pilgrim, honestly. He is a great performer and producer.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed working with him and he's been a great friend through it
Hmm.
all. And I have you to thank for that because you're the one that mentioned him to me and
Hmm.
Semaji. a year ago, and so I think a lot of good stuff has come out of that, and hopefully more to come, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, because like I said, the scenes that you did with both Samaj and Billy was fire,
Thank you.
um, and everything and stuff, and and two, like I said, also the fact that I like the scene that you did. I think he was supposed to be injured, and you supposed to be coming to help him. I love that shit, you know, and everything. And
I
to
love
me, I
that one too. That was
yeah,
our
'cause-
first one.
yeah, it was like because to me, I try to steer females in the right direction so that one they have a great experience in the business versus females that come in and they don't know where to go or how to go. That's when they go wrong. That's when they run to the wrong people. And I've been there where I have to I come in after somebody done some fucked up shit and I got to pay for that person's sins. Period. Whether
Right.
it was they did content trading and get their content, or the dude was very unprofessional or what have you and stuff. So,
I
you
have
know.
been so blessed, that I have not worked with anybody in the business. I have had great experiences with everybody. Not, and I haven't worked with a lot of people, but not having someone to direct me, I've learned how to I listen really to my gut, and it's probably overactive than it should be. I've probably said no,
Mhm,
times when I probably should have said yes, but any feeling of hesitation, I just chose not to do it. You know, for just safety reasons.
well, you know what they say about woman intuition is God gave y'all the perfect early warning system.
Yeah. I think so. And so I just listened to it. And if I just made a promise to myself that if I didn't want to do it, I wasn't going to do it. And that has inconvenienced some other people, like that maybe, I know there's probably some people listening here thinking I'm sick of this heifer because I honestly have accepted quite a few and made some plans with some other content creators that were paying, for my plane ticket. And if
Mhm,
it got to be time to go get on that plane and I didn't want to, I
mhm.
just, I did not force myself to do it. And, but I'm glad, you know what I mean?
But see,
I don't
usually
think,
when it happens, it's something that they did that made you change your mind. You get what I'm saying? Because it may be the way that they talk. Because see, a lot of times, us as male talent and producers, we don't realize we can talk ourselves out of a shoot. Whether he's talking too much about the sex or he's sounding like he's more about trying to fuck you than really about business. Regardless of whether he's paying you or not, you kind of want to deal with somebody that's about their business, especially nowadays with as much work stoppage that happened in the past year and just what happened at the beginning of the year. Now motherfuckers got to get swabbed when they go to TTS. You know what I'm saying?
right,
So you kind of got, how many girls I'm going to talk to that said, and it's kind of sad to hear this. I'm going to start doing less boy girl and focus more on fetish because of what the fuck going on right now. Period. So I don't blame girls being extra more cautious with guys. That's why I tell guys when you step to these girls, you got to show how professional and how serious you are about the business. It's not just about, I got a big dick and I got a fucking camera. No.
right. Well, and two, my one reason why I worked so much with Billy this year and why we became such good friends is because of my personal life as well.
Mm-hmm.
I was not willing to travel, you know,
Mm-hmm.
move into a new place, kids being uprooted, uh, you know, thrown into a new school. I needed to be at home, and
Mm-hmm.
so um, that was another reason why too. And if I told a lot of people, I'm sorry, but I'm not traveling right now. If you're willing to come down here to me
Mm-hmm.
and you know and work around what I've got going on, have like a hotel room close by to my home so that I
Mm-hmm.
could still be available to my kids, I was willing to do that. But I knew that for that time they needed me around, and you know Billy, was in Georgia and, not that far away. And so it was easy for him, I think, to, well, not easy, but he did, make the trip. And so it made it easier for me, obviously, to be present. Because it's just, and that may have been a big part of it, as, and I don't really even know, but like stepping on that plane and leaving my kids, for any amount of time, it's kind of
Mm-hmm.
hard.
Yeah.
I love them to death. I'll be glad when they're gone. For now they're here, and I have this, motherly obligation to take care of them. Who knew? I don't, you know.
Yeah, because that's one thing I think fans don't, and even fellow talent don't understand. We have lives outside of this business. We have kids, we have jobs, we have husbands, we have wives, and
Mm-hmm.
and the biggest thing is balancing our career with our personal life. I remember times when my wife had to turn down shoots, paid gigs that would have probably put her at a different plateau because something was going on with the kids. You
Yeah.
know, it
Well,
is what it is.
it's yeah, that's happened to me so much, but it's like, I remind myself that, first things first, always. And because
Mm-hmm.
what good is it, to get successful in the business if I've sacrificed, you know, the things
Mm-hmm.
that are important to me anyway, you know.
Yeah,
So I've had to look at it from that. But good, but yeah, sometimes it does just actually suck, sometimes,
most definitely.
you
So
know,
shoot.
um,
So outside of boy girl, have you done any? Of course, you've done shoots with the past year, Billy. I think you had worked with Samaj a couple of times. Um,
Jermaine Lavender,
out who?
Jermaine Lavender.
Yeah, I remember seeing that too, or what have you. It seems like due to your situation, you're real focused on the quality, not the quantity, which is actually a good thing.
That's
You know,
absolutely true. Yes.
period.
Uh,
Because go ahead.
well, because whatever I put out there is a representation. It's me. I mean, I see what we do as art, and
Mm-hmm.
for me personally, if I don't want to get off to it, you know what I mean. I don't really want to put it out there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so I would rather be more careful and not put a lot out there
Mm-hmm.
slowly than just put stuff out there that I later look at, and I just don't feel good about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I've had to do that, go back and like take something down. So and that just comes from growing and like redefining, like, okay, now I know this much, but so now I realize, but what do I, you know what is it that I want to do, because oftentimes the female talent, when she's coming in and working with already established male talent, it's just kind of natural that, she kind of just does what
Mm-hmm.
he's already got going on,
Mm-hmm.
um, which there's nothing wrong with that, especially when you're learning. But for me personally, it helps me to see, like, okay, some of that was, you know, still when my ideas will be different, I guess.
But see, the point of the matter is that we do a content trade. Y'all supposed to come together and get to a middle ground
Well,
because
sure, but when you're brand new, like, I don't have any idea.
man, shit. No, because we
I
why I
do
say that is
now,
like this.
but like at first, I was just, well, I mean, I had some, but it's just like, even with stuff that I know, it's like
Mhm.
sometimes I don't know what I want until I do it or try it.
But also you have to think about because even though you might be new or what have you, you're developing your brand, and you have to stick to what your brand is for the
Right.
most part. You feel what I'm saying? And it's nothing wrong with a lady sitting here saying like when I worked with Jasmine Summers. Some of my, for some of my day ones, y'all done seen the scenes, you know what I'm saying, I did with her. And she was like, look, I need race play. She's like, because I have fans that want the race play scenes.
Okay.
So I made sure that we did one or two scenes that involve race play
Hmm.
so that she has content that she could use. Plus, that opens me to another market. You feel me? Because a lot of times male talents don't realize that that female, for example, you might be heavy into fetish, right? So you might need a joy.
Well, see, that's one of my issues. It's like you mentioned earlier, like I am very versatile, and so I like so many things.
Hmm.
You know, um, going into it, like I didn't know what my brand was. You know what I mean? And if I'm honest, I still don't exactly know what it is. It's a little more defined than it was at first, right?
I,
Um,
I already got an idea what your brand is.
you do? What
Yeah,
is it? Well,
the
tell me.
sexy Southern Belle MILF.
For sure, for
I,
sure.
I mean, because you're a Southern gal that's sexy as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, a lot of your role play scenes is based around you being a MILF. A, a lot of role play for what I've seen because it seemed like your strength is that. From seeing you work with Billy and even with Samaj to a certain extent, I'm pretty sure you did some role play shit with Samaj.
Hmm.
You know, period. I tell females,
And
you
with
look,
yeah, good.
yeah, I tell females, you look at the scenes that really show you off. A straight fuck scene sometimes do not show the girl's talent. It show that she can fuck, she can suck, but it's not building the fantasy. You feel
Right.
me? So that's why I
Yeah.
tell girls, your brand. For example, like you have one girl that she does a lot of fetish. So when she does boy girl scene, she implement fetishes within the boy girl scene. Whether it's he sucks on the toe while he's hitting it missionary.
Yeah.
Um, you know what I'm saying? Within the midst of the scene, they ended with a foot job. You get what I'm coming from? Even though they did a
Yeah.
full scene, he ends up they ended with a foot job. You know what I'm saying? It still plays into her brand because her brand is fetish heavy.
Right.
So it's kind of like to me, you playing different characters is your strength, period. Because one, you got that southern twang voice that is just sexy as fuck. I know dudes enjoy hearing it, you know. And like I said, plus I love seeing the thigh high stockings. You had on that damn white shirt with the black dress. I was like, oh my God, you just excuse me. Then
Thank
you had the
you.
Marilyn Monroe picture that you sent me with the white dress and the white thigh high stockings. So to me, it's like that kind of what your brand is to me.
Yeah. You're right. I guess sometimes I just don't know how to because I it's like, well, I am the MILF, but then and like, but then there's you do see me with a lot of interracial,
Hmm.
but you're right. It's like I don't ever want to have to just choose one of those genres, um, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes
Yeah.
it can seem like I've learned I haven't implemented it yet, but I want different things like on different platforms because some of my
Hmm.
stuff does sometimes feel hodgepodgey or without order, if that makes
Hmm.
sense.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And
See,
so,
you want to make a series. That what you thinking on. You
well,
thinking
let
about
me say
a
it
series.
this way so you'll know what I'm talking about. I didn't know that I was going to like this. Okay, but see, you see what I've been doing already. Well,
Hmm.
another performer it was asked me to do a PNC scene for him, and I
Okay,
was
what's
like,
a PNC?
huh?
So my what's a PNC so my smokers can understand what that is.
So for me, at this time, it wasn't. It was just a solo of me peeing. That's what he wanted, and I was
Okay.
like, I'm gonna pee anyway, so I don't really have a problem,
Hmm.
doing that for you. And so I started peeing for him. Well, I did not hate it, and then I was thinking, I'm a country girl and growing up, and oh my God, I was so wild.
Hmm.
I was so wild in high school, Bobby. I mean, I was, we were called the redneck hell raisers. That's what we were. And I mean, I was a drunk red country girl, like Led Zeppelin. You know, I got a girl stay drunk all day. That was me. I mean, at 14, and then when I turned 16, I was driving.
Hmm.
And Lord, Bobby, I just my train of thought. What were we talking about? Oh, so always peeing on the dirt road, right? Riding around drinking, you have to pee. Country girls pee on the dirt road. So I started filming myself peeing, on the dirt road. And I really love this content. I have not put it out yet. But so you know what I mean? It's like somehow I want to have my different categories more defined on like when you go to this, for the people that want to see, the peeing, the people that want to see the BBC and me don't always want to see that. So how do I separate those things? I don't know
Well,
exactly.
see, one, it's interesting because you actually segue to the next question. And I always said this: ladies need to dip into their fetish bag because that
Mm-hmm.
fetish bag is money. Period. You got to
Mm-hmm.
have more on your site than boy girl. You need fetish. You need different types of boy girls. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Like what you're talking about. I remember meeting Cherokee Diaz in the Miami Exotica, and it was before she dropped her two sites. And she talked about how she did 165 films, and the money that she made from those films being paid, she ain't got no more. But the people that got those scenes continue to make money.
Mm-hmm.
And she talked about dropping two sites. She talked about dropping Cherokee Fetishes and Cherokee Diaz. Cherokee Diaz was a boy girl role play, boy girl, straight fuck, whatever you want to call it. It was boy girl. Then the fetish site was fetish, where the girls might do solo, they might do a foot job, they might do titty fuck or anything like that. So the whole key is one, having enough content to be able to fill both of them sites. That's the kicker.
Mm-hmm.
Period. You know, and like for example, like when I hear girls say they got two OnlyFans, let me tell you how dumb it sounds. You got two OnlyFans, but you use the same content for both OnlyFans. So why would I pay? The whole point is why you got two OnlyFans. You want that dude to pay for both OnlyFans, right?
Right. You got one OnlyFans like cater to this, right? And another one cater to that. Is
Yeah.
that
See, that's the smart way of doing it. No, these heifers ain't doing that. The same scene is on the free subscription. The paywall is on the script is on the one with the paid subscription. So it's kind of like, okay, he's paying twice for the same shit.
yeah. Yeah.
Period.
Um,
Just like, go ahead.
well, I remember you saying that before. I honestly took your advice because what happened with me was I had, I mean, I've never had a huge, like thousands of followers, but I had a few hundred on my free page, and my paid page wasn't going anywhere. My
Mm-hmm.
free page kept growing, my paid page didn't. So I finally just, cut that price in half, and I did away with the free page, period. And then that page started to grow. So
Yeah.
that was good advice.
Which is very interesting that you said that because I asked the girl and she couldn't answer because she just really started the free subscription page. I said, which page makes you the most money? I asked her that.
Well,
She couldn't answer. And to me, this is the reason why the free page makes the most money because you said free. And so people can understand that because it's technically not free. It's free for 30 days or for whatever time frame that you put it. And what ends up happening is the reason why more motherfuckers join that because they already know they count down right before their 30th day. Guess what they do? Unsubscribe. Period. Even though they might buy some stuff on that paper, but they might get the paywall shit here and there.
mm,
But what you're trying to do is keep them on the site so they can pay the subscription.
right.
And that's why your free subscription sites, ladies, get more traction than the other shit because you got free. Versus if you do it with, even though it might be discounted, and I don't like the discount for so much, they're still paying initially to join the goddamn site. That's the point.
Mm, right.
Period. So yeah,
Well,
so it don't
I
surprise
like
me.
it because what I've seen is like it's been exciting when because I even pulled back from my OnlyFans for a little while, right? And so I had some people drop off, but I have a number of people that you know the best customer is the reoccurring one, right? And not
Yeah.
just reoccurring one, the long term reoccurring one. I realized is the best compliment you can have, because they can.
Hmm.
I do keep it low, but they continuously pay for it each and every month, which to me says, okay, I'm doing something okay. It's a compliment to come, but it's way bigger compliment to stay.
Hmm. Oh yeah, because even to the point, like it's crazy when I do discount. I actually stopped doing discounts
I
and
don't
doing
do
the promo
I
codes
don't do
for
it
me.
either. Yeah.
But see, this is the reason why I stopped, because every time when I did a discount, I get no sales. Or even if I had the promo code, right? The
Mhm.
fuckers wouldn't even use the promo code. They just go ahead and get the shit full price. So I'm like, then why the hell I'm doing the promo code then? You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Or a
Yeah.
discount, period. So to me, if your shit is good quality, they don't mind paying full price. That what girls
What
don't get.
what I'll do is give them a free week,
Mm-hmm.
you know, or a free day or something, depending on who it is.
That's better. Yeah.
And hey, here it is. Check it out. If you
Mm-hmm.
like, there's more, and
You with my trials, you had to pay for the trials. I ain't even do that, darling. I'm like, nah, you might get a $10 2 day or a week trial. That's it. But
yeah,
$10 you can look for 10 days. Then after that, you got to pay full price.
yeah.
Because I tell females it's psychology. When you say free, let me tell you what you telling your fans. My shit ain't worth paying for.
Mm, that's
Because
true.
when people think about it, when the tube sites came, guess what went guess what went down? The price of porn.
Hmm.
Because basically the industry told the fans, you don't need to pay for porn. It ain't worth you paying for porn
Yeah.
because of the sites. So that's why I tell girls, no, I get the hustle with the free subscriptions, but I think it's the dumbest move on the planet, because once you told this nigga he can get this dude you get it for free, he gonna expect to get it for free. You know,
Yes, they do. Oh my God, you couldn't have said that better. I'm like,
yeah.
Bobby. There's been so many times. I'm like, am I gonna go off on this fool? And a couple of times I've had, I'm like, you know what? I don't give a damn about your $10. I'm fixing to let you know, because these people, they think they okay, a free page, or even if it's just okay, you've paid only the bare minimum subscription, and then they
Hmm.
get mad and shit when you don't send them stuff for free, or answer
Yeah.
their message when that he wants you to, and it's like, have you paid me anything? You know what I mean? Like,
And them the
I
ones that
know
had the most opinions is the motherfuckers that ain't spent shit.
exactly. So, like, oh no, 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 no. I'm not interested in the broke customers anyway. So, you know, the men or the people. Let me not say the men, the people, because me too. I pay
Mhm.
subscriptions to um, Pornhub and X videos. I pay the extra, whatever it is, so that
Mhm.
I get the extra shit because I like it, and as long as I have the money to do that, I want to do it. Um, we get in this mindset that people don't have the money to spend on stuff, which
No,
reminds
no,
me, I
no,
need
that's
to increase the
bullshit.
amount of my subscription because
No, no,
people,
no, no, that's bullshit. Because you want to know why I say that? Because two things motherfuckers will always pay for. No, the one thing they will always pay for: a vice. Whether it's drugs, whether it's pussy, they will pay full price for a price. It could be a recession,
yeah,
straight up recession, god dang it. They still gonna find the money to pay for that porn, or to pay for that pussy,
we're
or to
gonna
pay
have
for
to
that
splurge
sugar.
some kind of way, and I'm not mad at them about it. Hell
I'm
yeah,
saying,
yeah,
because
absolutely.
I remember talking to even girls on the escort side of things. Like whenever they gave a discount, guess what ended up happening when that client came back? Remember the discount you gave me? You think I can get it this go around?
Ooh, ooh. See, already, I'm like, no, don't ask first. Oh God, I don't want. I'm sorry, but if you're that kind of customer, I don't want you. Don't. If the first thing you start coming off of me about is, I charge too much for this or charge too much for that, well, get the hell on then. Go, somebody's
Yeah,
freestyle.
because to me, I think ladies shortchange themselves.
Well,
Period.
exactly. I'm thinking, yeah, you're insulting me by telling me you don't think my shit is worth this
Hmm.
much. Like, you don't fucking know, dude. It's
Hmm.
worth
But
way
the
more
girls
than that,
gotta
my
tell these
shit.
dudes that shit by the way they price their shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? It like this. If you take a girl, like, I gotta use my girl Gracie. Her fan base told her you charge it too low. Bring your prices up. Fans told her that. And guess
Okay.
what? They paid her. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because of the simple fact, like I said before, to me, the quality that you're putting out, the price that you're selling for should represent that.
Right.
Period. I get it if these motherfuckers, yeah, I get the cell phone dudes and the girls that want to use the cell phone. They want to do the bullshit videos, you know what I'm saying, that you see on OnlyFans. 6 minutes, dude coming within 6 minutes. It might be a doggy style for 6 minutes. Okay, I get that.
Yeah.
But if it's like you, where you sit here, you go through a whole fucking production, you know, you selling that full scene for $10 fucking, it's a
Right.
travesty.
Right.
It's a travesty, period. So it's kind of like it's kind of like I always use Mims. He was a rapper back in the day that had the song called "This Is Why I'm Hot." He went platinum because he told you he was hot, and we believed his dumb ass.
That's true. That's true. It's all
Period.
about, yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, to me, females keep saying know your worth, but then when they move in the industry, they act like their worth ain't shit by how they run their site.
Yeah. You're not wrong there. You're not wrong, including me. I think I need to increase my prices.
so so what fetishes are you looking to incorporate other than, okay, the peeing? What other fetishes that you're looking to incorporate into your brand?
So, Billy and I have done a little bit of it. But I really like a little bit of rough in my sex life. And on and off camera, man.
Hmm.
You know. So I would like, but you would be surprised. Most, that's not the norm. What I have experienced, as
Hmm.
far as especially people that want to be on camera, you know, and especially if you want to go as far as consensual non-consent, which I get into as well. I would
Ah,
even.
it doesn't seem like that. We call it rape play.
That's exactly what it is. It is rape play. I love rape play. I love the taboo. Like, probably my favorite channel, no doubt, is Pure Taboo. The more taboo and wrong it is, the more I fucking like it. And so yeah, I like all that.
See,
Ass
that's what I
slapping,
would shoot
hair
with you,
pulling.
because I could have done some
Huh?
BDSM shit with you. That's why I say I would have loved shooting with you. I could have did
I
some
would love to
BDSM
be
shit with your
tied
ass.
up, treated, like a slave and all that shit. Yeah.
Oh my God, I would have had, oh my man, we would have had a ball. I would have had your app like, look, go get yourself one of those anal animal tail plugs. We gonna do some primal scenes.
That's fun. Okay, and so now, all right, so now you've opened Pandora's box. So I would also like, me and you, we would be a married couple, and I would love to have a young chick there,
Hmm.
willingly or unwillingly. It could be confusing,
Hmm.
you know. And I would be watching basically and giving orders on what I wanted to do,
All right.
husband or whatever. Um, or like, I like the whole slave thing where I'm being tortured I'm like hanging from the wall, like
Ooh.
watching him fuck some younger girl, it's really fucking jealous and upsetting me, but at the same time turning me on, that kind of weird thing. something like that, you know.
No, like for example, like if like I work with you, but we'll have a scene where you is hiding, you watching me fuck this young bitch, and then about halfway through the scene, that when you come in, and you even at first you ordering it, then you join in type shit, you
Yes.
know. Period. You know, because see, that's the other part with porn and that kills me with people. They don't take advantage of the storytelling side of it because this is your opportunity to be any person you want to be and portray. You know, because I like me, I've been stuck on Tubi lately. And for some of y'all been listening to the podcast, you know, I've been raving about the app Tubi. You know, because I've been watching the Black Cinema, what have you, and it's interesting how these independent movie directors and producers, they sit there and play thugs, they play husbands, they play different type roles. And
Mm-hmm.
it's like to me, I think people in our business don't take advantage of really building the fantasy because you can play. If you want to play like you're the vice president of the United States, you got your opportunity. If you want to
Right.
play the United teacher, you got your opportunity. If you want to play the next door neighbor that's a complete slut, you got the
Right.
opportunity. You got the
Yes.
opportunity to tell stories, and I think a lot of people don't take advantage of that.
Right. Well, I hope to do more and more of it. Billy and I do a lot of role playing, as you've already mentioned. That's what I watch when I'm by myself. I love it. Um, so because for me, don't just go into just some fucking scene now. I need to see I want to see all the stuff leading up to it.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah, because the fans are getting tired of that straight fuck shit. Honestly, because you start to see more people do role play now, as
well,
far
how
as in the
can you see it? You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I mean, how many times can you see? You know what I mean? At some point in time, you got to grow. You got to go deeper, man.
That part.
You know.
Yeah,
So,
because even with me, even early in my career, I implemented role play. Because at one point I wanted to be an actor in Hollywood like that of Denzel Washington. So I took advantage of the fact of me doing adult film. I said, well, I can live that out through this career,
mm-hmm.
you know. Period. So I mean, even to some of the shit I came up with where the lady's the boss, I did a scene where the girl was the president of the United States, our Secret Service, you know. When Jasmine came to me about the race play, I said, okay. I was down for
Yeah,
that, you know,
yeah.
period. Because even one of the scenes that I lost, I'm still mad that I lost it. It was called Jim Crow Love, which I would have done a scene like that with someone with you, where I wouldn't have had you say the N word, but
I couldn't have done it. I was,
oh no, no,
I
no.
was, go ahead.
You got to understand what it is. I wouldn't have had you say the N word. I know you're not down for that,
Yeah.
but you would have been a sympathetic wife of a grand dragon of the Ku Klux Klan who comes to a black reporter to snitch on your husband for some shit that he did to the black people, right? I'm
Yeah,
sitting there trying to get the story out of you. You're more
yeah,
enamored with Black Dick because you done heard about Black Dick.
right.
Okay, to the point you be
And
like, yeah,
that I
one of my
love.
best friend once she fucked a black dude and his dick was so big. Do you have a big black dick? And you know, and this, that, third, it ends up where if I fuck you, would you give me the story? I would give you everything you want, and that'd be the scene. You
That'd
know,
be right.
yeah.
Right. You
So,
got me pegged. I would love.
yeah, because it's kind of that what I mean by the
But
storytelling.
somebody asked me one time during a camming session to, like be the Punisher, and
Hmm.
I could not do it. I wanted to because I have no judgments about anybody's fantasies because my
Hmm.
fantasies can go woo, it can go out there. But I allow myself that. I do believe that fantasy is the proper time to
Hmm.
explore those things because ain't
Hmm.
nobody getting hurt in fantasy.
Hmm.
Um, So I don't have any judgments, but I just couldn't do it. He wanted me to, yeah, call him the N word, and what was I going to do to him when he did something wrong? And I would, it's just so much. I mean, I'm just like, I don't know.
Trying to get you be a dominatrix. That's what he
I
was trying to do.
can't. I'm like, I just want to hug you. I can't do that. Now probably like so many men have asked me, to do that small penis humiliation.
hmm
And I just can't do it. I just feel bad.
You you got to have a certain bravado to do the video.
I'm like, I just can't. I just, because I'll just be like, God, you know, you're a great person anyway. Some stupid shit like that. But yeah, I just can't. Like, I'm a cheerleader. I was a cheerleader. I want to make people feel good. Um, so
Mm. So that explain them legs then.
that's right, baby. That's right. I want to, I love it.
Oh, I swear. So look, I done held your butt up on here in an hour, and we could have talked for even longer out this mug, but we got to say something for the next episode. So, people, you know what it is. She'll be back here on the Smokers Lounge, and she'll be back in the Premium Smoke Room. Y'all know what it is. $4.99 a month. Five premium podcasts for you to enjoy. It gets more outlandish. It gets more wilder. It gets more unpredictable. What happens in the Premium Smoke Room, stay in the Premium Smoke Room. You might see a tit fall out. You might see her suck on a popsicle. You don't know unless you subscribe. Because the best smoke is always premium. So with that being said, your sexy ass, southern ass, tell everybody where they can spend money on you.
So you can find me on mini bids. It's shameful. This is all that I have up is mini bids and OnlyFans at this time. But yeah,
That's fine as long as you got something up about this piece,
yeah,
period. 'Cause, yeah.
yes.
Look, it's better to have two than one.
That's true. That's true. All
So,
right.
most definitely. So, people, you know how we end these things all day, every day. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience? You haven't learned anything. Smoke this over. We out. Say goodbye to him, baby.
Bye, babies.